We sort of did an overview, surveying what it is that we're talking about when we talk about consciousness is all, the subject of your book. And so before we really delve into what we want to do today, which is to sort of inventory what it is that we're experiencing right here and now in the moment, let's just step back for a second and summarize what you feel are the key points that we talked about yesterday.
The one who is conscious, so even a book can be read, is self itself. It's not a personal self, because, as we were saying earlier, it's not people who make life be alive, it's life itself doing that. And that the, if you will, the identity of the one reading the book, so to speak, is consciousness itself, not a body. It's not the body that appears to be holding the book, but it's the awareness that is present and functioning so that a book can be read. And again, that's not personal in any way whatsoever. Beyond that, consciousness is present, as we said yesterday, as a state of pure being. It's timeless, it's changeless. And that may be something that many are already familiar with. What we are going to make clear as we go along is that that being, that isness, actually is not present with also with a state of time. We'll say there's changelessness and then there's change. And what we want to go very deeply into is that there's only the changelessness. It's another way of saying isness. And is, that which alone is, with this consciousness, is present as infinity. And then beyond that, what that means is that the infinite is all that is. There's only the infinite. And then finally, if that's the case, as that is the case, not that we can, with a thinking mind, think what infinity is, but given the clarity that there is infinity and it's all that is, what does that mean? What are the, if you will, the implications of that?
Right.
So that's where we're going with this.
So we're going to explore the implications of the only thing existing as being infinity.
Yes.
And the place that we're going to get constantly bumping up against reality is we have this box machine called the mind, which only thinks in zeros and ones.
Yeah.
And so it keeps coming back and talking about things from relative reality, and just so that we have this, again, refresh in people's minds before we start today, that this conversation is rotating around a very simple premise, and the simple premise is that we're talking about things that are true. For something to be true, it can't change.